Today, the angels bring a message to illuminate a bond so deep that, even in silence, resonates in your heart. They want to unveil the mysteries of that powerful connection you share with someone special. You may feel a certain sadness realizing that, despite the strong feeling, something hinders the union between you. But keep in mind that this invisible barrier serves a purpose, and that is the truth the angels will help you unravel today. From the moment your paths crossed, this person felt an almost magnetic attraction to you, as if a higher force were pulling your paths together. With every glance, every gesture, an invisible connection was forming, something that went far beyond words or logical explanations. And the angels were there, witnessing the depth of this encounter, watching how this connection took shape and grew. But despite all the intensity, there is an energy that separates you, a barrier that neither you nor this person can fully comprehend. It's as if something invisible is preventing this connection from flowing freely, keeping you on opposite sides of an impossible-to-cross river. The pain of this distance doesn't go unnoticed by the angels, and they want you to understand that this barrier serves a greater purpose, something that may not be clear now but will be revealed in time. They show that this person, just like you, feels the connection intensely. In silence, she keeps that feeling, and even though she tries to move on with her life, something always brings her back to the thought of the two of you together. There is a search within her, a deep desire to understand what is happening, but the answers do not come easily. It's as if a fog of uncertainty hovers over her mind, preventing her from clearly seeing what she truly feels and what this connection means. This person feels an inexplicable connection, but also a fear of fully surrendering. The angels see that there is an underlying fear in her heart, a fear of opening up and allowing you to see all that she is, with all her vulnerabilities. Deep down, she feels that if she allows that feeling to flourish, there will be no turning back. And the idea of vulnerability is what scares her, causing her to step back, even though her heart desires to move forward. The angels say that this barrier is actually a form of protection, something that prevents them from getting hurt while an internal healing process is taking place. Each of you is going through a path of learning self-discovery, where you need to confront your own fears and shadows. Only when both of you are ready will that barrier dissolve, allowing love to flow fully and truly. They ask for your patience and to trust the process. Every step, every small evolution you experience is part of the divine plan. While you wonder why this person cannot break through this barrier, the angels are by your side, strengthening your faith and love. They know that, in the end, this journey will be worth it and will bring a profound transformation to your lives. This is the first revelation that the angels have brought to you today, and there is much more to say. Prepare your heart for a journey of self-discovery, where each word will resonate with truths that your spirit already knows, but that your mind may still doubt. The angels continue whispering truths that gradually unveil the purpose of this invisible barrier. They ask you to look beyond appearances, beyond what eyes can see, because that person carries within a mystery, a story that directly influences how they see and live love. Perhaps to the outside world, they may seem like just an ordinary person, but the angels know that their heart holds a depth that few know. That person feels an inexplicable attraction towards you, but it is not a simple attraction. It is something that seems to pull at their soul, makes them think of you even when they try to ignore those feelings. They wonder why you exert so much power over them, how someone who suddenly appeared in their life can occupy so much space in their thoughts, in their dreams, and even in their quietest moments. They try to find explanations, but nothing seems satisfactory because it is not a common connection. It is something that defies logic, that breaks the boundaries of reason. In every glance they exchanged, even in the briefest and apparently casual encounters, that person felt something that baffled them. And it is precisely that feeling that makes them doubt. The truth is, even though they do not fully understand, they know that if they allow this connection to deepen, nothing will be the same as before. They know that by opening the doors of the heart to you, they will have to face their own insecurities, the wounds of the past, and the fears they have avoided confronting until now. This invisible barrier that you feel is not a coincidence. According to the angels, it is there as a form of mutual protection. This barrier allows you to mature and learn fundamental lessons, each at your own pace. True love is not just about being together, but about being ready to fully surrender, authentically and without masks. And for this to happen, both need to go through a process of transformation, where fears are overcome and wounds are healed. The angel's message is clear. The present time is a moment of preparation. This person, although hesitating and keeping that distance, is on a healing journey. There are emotional barriers that need to be overcome, old beliefs and patterns that make them step back whenever they feel love is blossoming. This unexplainable connection they feel for you is stirring up issues they have never faced before, and while it scares them, it also fascinates them. The angels are by their side, whispering words of courage, trying to show that loving and being loved is one of the most magnificent and transformative experiences a soul can live. They know that they need time, they need to feel safe to open their heart. But they also affirm that behind every silence, every withdrawal, there is a pure and genuine feeling beating in their heart. At times, this person is lost in thoughts about you, remembering moments, gestures, and gazes. There is a deep desire to break this barrier, to experience everything that this feeling brings, but also an intense fear of the changes this could bring about. They fear losing themselves in this love, giving up the control they believe they have over their own life. It's as if this feeling were an unstoppable force, feared but at the same time irresistible. The angels show that this person has tried several times to move away from you, convincing themselves that it would be best to move on, to forget that bond. But in each attempt, something pulled them back, a feeling that seems stronger than their conscious will. They wonder what makes you so special, what makes them feel so vulnerable and exposed. And in that search for answers, the angels reveal that they are slowly approaching the truth. The truth is that you share a deep spiritual connection, a bond that transcends lives and past experiences. That barrier that keeps you apart, according to the angels, is a kind of test, a challenge for each to face their own fears and limitations. Only when they are ready to live this love to its fullest, that barrier will dissolve, and then they can experience a union that few have the privilege to live. As this person goes through their journey of self-discovery, you are also being called to look within yourself. The angels ask you to use this time to strengthen your own light, to find peace within your heart, regardless of what happens. They remind you that true love is not a prison, but a liberation. To love someone deeply also means allowing that person the time and space to find themselves, to prepare to live something great and transformative. The barrier separating you now is actually an opportunity for growth. It is an opportunity for both of you to prepare for a union where there are no doubts, where there is no fear, only the certainty that you are both ready to live this love fully. The angels ask you for patience, faith, and courage. They are working for this person to overcome their internal barriers and for you, in turn, to continue evolving, strengthening yourself, and being even more capable of loving unconditionally. This is the essence of true love, a feeling that does not rush, that does not impose conditions, but that waits, that trusts the process and the wisdom of time. The angels are by your side, holding your hand and reminding you that every step of this journey, however challenging it may seem, is part of a greater plan, a plan that aims for your happiness and the fulfillment of the love you so deserve. Prepare yourself, for what is to come will be grand. This person, just like you, is undergoing a transformation, and the love you share is a flame that cannot be extinguished, even by distance. This love is a gift, a divine call to something greater, something that will bring light and healing to both of you. Trust and know that the angels are orchestrating every detail so that, when the time comes, this barrier will dissolve, and you can live everything you have always dreamed of. While this invisible barrier seems to separate you, the angels reveal that, in reality, this is a phase of silent construction, a time in which each of you is being shaped for the true encounter. Often, the barriers we perceive as obstacles are actually instruments of preparation, and that is exactly what is happening. The angels are beside you, whispering lessons to the heart, bringing wisdom, and strengthening the connection that transcends the visible. This person, who often tries to hide what they feel, holds a restless heart. No matter how much they try to resist, their spirit feels that this bond is special, unlike anything they have ever experienced. There is a moment, a space between their silence and their thoughts, where everything they suppress comes to the surface. And in those moments, they allow themselves to feel, even if secretly, the depth of this love that beats for you. The angels reveal that this feeling so hidden is still one of the most sincere and genuine parts of what this person carries in their soul. She often seems lost in a set of doubts and hopes, like someone who, even without knowing what lies ahead, feels the need to keep going, not to give up. There is something in you, a light that illuminates your own fears and that, even if you don't notice it, attracts you. Every day, she faces that invisible barrier that is actually deeply rooted in her insecurities and in old scars that are still alive. The angels show that this person carries a past marked by pains, disappointments, and disillusionments. It is those memories that make her doubt, that make her step back whenever she feels she could surrender to something new. She wears an invisible armor, a protective barrier that, while keeping her safe, also prevents her from experiencing love in its purest form. Fear that, by allowing herself to be vulnerable, she may relive those past wounds. That fear manifests in small gestures, in subtle distances, in silent apologies that, deep down, are attempts to protect her own heart. However, what she may not have realized yet is that this connection with you has not come to repeat old stories, but to heal them. The presence of the angels is strong, and they are working for this person to find courage, to understand that love does not have to be a threat, but an opportunity for transformation. They whisper in her ears that this love is safe, that it is a space where she can heal, where she can free herself from the weight of past memories. And you, in turn, are also being called to observe your own barriers, your own fears and doubts. The angels show that true love is not a demand but an invitation. They ask you to offer that love kindly, not to impose conditions, but to provide space and understanding. This invisible barrier that exists between you today will dissolve over time, but patience and trust in the process will be needed. Love does not rush, it knows the exact moment to blossom, and the angels ensure that moment is being carefully prepared. Each passing day, that person feels the barrier between you as an invisible tension, a kind of attraction that draws her in and at the same time, scares her. In silence, she questions why she can't break away, why she always remembers you, even when she tries to move on. And the angels reveal that, as she tries to ignore or repress that feeling, it grows inside her, like a flame that, the more it is stifled, the more intensely it burns. The angels also ask you to understand that the transformation that person is undergoing is profound, something that takes time. The wounds she carries are real and have rooted in her soul, in her beliefs, making it difficult for her to see herself as worthy of true and complete love. But they assure that every gesture of patience, every word of support, and every act of understanding from you is a powerful aid in her healing process. You are like a bridge between her past, full of pains, and a future where true love can flourish. They show that this person, little by little, is starting to open their eyes to new possibilities. The angels guide her through reflections, through ideas that make her question her old beliefs and see that perhaps this time, love can be secure, can be a place of welcome. This change is slow, and it requires her to face her own fears, but the angels encourage her to take those steps, a little more each day, towards you and the love you represent. The angels whisper that, while this person faces her barriers, you are also going through a learning process. You are learning to trust and love more deeply, to develop patience, and to understand that, often, true love requires sacrifice and surrender. They show that along this path, you are becoming even stronger, someone with immense capacity to love and offer the other a space of healing and welcome. This barrier that separates you today is actually a temporary phase. The angels assure that, when the right moment comes, everything will align naturally and harmoniously. They ask you to trust in this process, to not be discouraged by difficulties, because what is being built now is much greater than you imagine. Every positive thought you emit, every prayer you make for this person, is like a light that illuminates the path, gradually dissolving the shadows of fear and insecurity. The angel's message is clear: the love you feel for this person is not in vain. It has a sacred purpose, a divine reason that will be revealed in time. And until that revelation comes, they ask you to continue being that source of light, to keep your heart open and receptive, because when this person is finally ready to cross the barrier, she will find in you a safe haven. This is your journey, a journey being guided by the divine and protected by angels. They ensure that, even on the quietest nights, in the doubts that sometimes flood the heart, everything is unfolding according to the plan. And this plan is for the good of both, so that in the end, they can live a true love without barriers, without fears, only with the certainty that it has all been worth it. As the days go by, this person begins to feel more and more intensely the strength of this connection that keeps them tied to you, even in silence. They try to rationalize, try to explain to themselves why they can't completely distance themselves, why they feel their heart race every time they think of you. However, no matter how hard they search for answers, they cannot find a logical explanation. It's as if there is something greater, an invisible energy that binds them, something that transcends common understanding. And the angels are by their side, helping them understand that this connection is sacred, a bond that carries a profound spiritual purpose. The barrier that separates them, according to the angels, is not a punishment or a meaningless obstacle. It is actually a stage of emotional and spiritual maturity. This person is being led to confront their own shadows, their own insecurities. The angels show that there are parts of them that have not yet been healed, old wounds that prevent them from trusting fully, from surrendering unreservedly. And this barrier is a reflection of those wounds, a form of unconscious protection they created to avoid reliving the pain. On many occasions, in moments of introspection, that person finds themselves questioning whether they should give up all those feelings, whether they should try to forget and move on. But no matter how hard they try, there is always something that draws them back, that makes them think of you, even when everything seems to indicate that the easiest thing would be to give up. The angels reveal that deep down, that person feels that giving up is not an option, that the love they feel is true and deserves to be lived. However, to achieve it, they need to overcome the internal barriers they have built over the years. The angels show that they are going through a deep healing process, a process that requires immense courage from them. Every painful memory that arises, every fear they face, is a step towards full love. The angels are by their side, encouraging them to open their hearts, to let love in, but without hurry, because they know that the right time is essential for this transformation to occur in a solid and lasting way. On your part, you are being invited to be a source of peace and security. The angels ask you not to try to speed up the process, not to demand immediate answers, but to trust in the love you feel. They show that by acting with understanding and patience, you become a beacon for that person, someone they can trust and open up to when they are ready. This barrier that separates you today, although painful, is allowing both of you to mature, to prepare for a real and transformative love. The angels also reveal that this person, even if they don't realize it, is getting closer to breaking that barrier. In their heart, something is changing, a perception is forming, like a flame that begins to light the way. Little by little, they are realizing that fear does not have to dictate their choices, that love can be a source of healing rather than pain. The angels guide them in this awakening, helping them see that they deserve to be loved, that they have not come to hurt them, but to be a support, a companion on the journey. It is a delicate process, and the angels ask you to trust in them, to trust in divine timing. That invisible barrier, which today seems like an insurmountable wall, is actually weakening day by day, like a veil that slowly dissipates. This person is beginning to see the truth about what they feel, and that truth is that their love for you is real, that the bond they share is special and deserves to be fully lived. They ask you to keep the faith and an open heart because true love always finds a way to manifest, even when it seems impossible. Guided by the angels, this person is preparing to take a step towards you, to open their heart and allow this love to flourish. And when the time comes, you will realize that all that waiting time, all the doubts and fears, were necessary to strengthen the bond between you. Every day, you are being called to develop your own inner strength. The angels show that this process is not just about waiting for this person, but about growing, about finding your own light. They want you to know that, regardless of the final outcome, you are evolving, becoming someone more complete, someone who, by loving with patience and compassion, is also healing themselves. This love, above all, is a gift to your own soul, a gift that helps you discover your own worth and recognize the beauty of loving unconditionally. That person, little by little, is starting to feel that they can trust you, that they can let their guard down and allow love to flow. The angels are by your side, inspiring them to let go of fear and let their heart open. They ask you to be ready, because the moment of this reunion, of this true union, is getting closer. They assure you that, when that moment comes, it will feel like all the pieces fall into place, like all the questions finally find answers. Trust in this process. Trust in the love you feel, because it is a bridge between you, a bridge that overcomes any barrier, any distance. The angels are preparing the way, orchestrating every detail so that, when that person is ready, you can live a love that will be stronger and truer than any other you have known. Now, in the last part of this revealing message, the angels shed light on a deeper understanding of the journey that you and that special person are embarked on. From the beginning, this inexplicable connection has been challenging and, at the same time, captivating. Each encounter, each glance, and even the silence between you has brought hidden meaning, a feeling impossible to ignore. The angels want you to know that none of this has been in vain, and that even this invisible barrier that separates you has had its purpose. That person, who fights with all their might against what they feel, is finally starting to realize that they cannot resist what their heart desires. The angels show that they are approaching a crucial moment in their life, a moment of decision, where it will be necessary to choose between fear and love, between keeping the barriers up or surrendering completely and truly. This choice is theirs, and the angels are by their side, guiding them to see that love can indeed be a safe place, a refuge. The angels reveal that throughout this process, you have also experienced a significant transformation. Each day of waiting, every prayer you made for that person to be touched by the light, strengthened your spirit and showed you the strength that resides within your own heart. They want you to understand that this time of waiting was not just about the other person, but about your own growth. Today you are someone who knows patience, who has learned to trust in divine timing, and who is ready for true and deep love. This barrier, which often seemed like an insurmountable wall, is finally weakening. The angels show that this person is beginning to feel a new courage, a strength that was hidden within them until now. They are realizing that love is not a battlefield but a place of healing, a space where they can be who they truly are, without fear, without masks. They are understanding that you are someone who offers them that security, that support, and that makes them more willing to break through this barrier, leave the past behind, and open their heart to the new. The angels say that this transformation is delicate and ask you to continue to be patient. They remind you that true love requires time to blossom and that each stage of this process has been carefully planned so that both of you are ready for this union. Ultimately, they remind you that love is a force that transcends human limitations and that when you are finally ready, nothing can prevent you from fully living that connection. When this person finally allows themselves to break that barrier, it will be like a new beginning for both. The angels show a vision of the two of you together, in a moment of great connection, where all doubts and fears have disappeared, and only love remains, pure and unconditional. They say it will be as if everything you have experienced so far, every challenge, every weight, has been a path to this moment of union. It will be an experience of total surrender, where you can be completely authentic, without hiding who you are. This person, after their journey of self-discovery and healing, will be ready to share all their feelings with you. They will open up, reveal the fears that have accompanied them, the doubts that made them hesitate, and you will be there to welcome each word, to offer the love you have always kept for them. The angels assure that it will be a moment of redemption, of mutual acceptance, where both will understand that the love they feel is stronger than any barrier, stronger than any fear. They want you to know that, from that moment on, your journey will be one of joint learning. You will be ready to face the world side by side, knowing that the love that binds you is true and deep. There will be no more room for doubts, as what you have experienced so far will have already shown that this love is solid, that it is a blessing that few have the privilege of experiencing. And the angels who have guided you this far will continue to accompany you, protecting this union and helping to strengthen the bond that unites you every day. The final message from the angels is clear. Keep your heart open and your faith unbreakable, because true love is patient, strong, and triumphs over all adversities. Trust that, at the right moment, That person will cross the barrier, and your love will be a source of light and inspiration, not only for both of you but for everyone around you. You will be an example that true love is capable of overcoming any challenge, that it heals, strengthens, and uplifts. Now, the angels ask you to conclude this journey with gratitude, to be thankful for all that you have experienced and for all that is yet to come. They remind you that by trusting in love, you have opened doors to a fulfilling, accomplished, and peaceful life. When that person is finally ready to surrender, both of you will experience something that transcends the ordinary, something that has been carefully planned by the universe and guided by divine hands. Lastly, the angels invite you to write in the comments, as a powerful affirmation, "I receive the true love that the universe has prepared for me." They want this statement to resonate in your heart, as a seal of all that has been revealed today. And thus, with this declaration, you will not only be affirming what you desire, but also opening the space for love to manifest fully in your life. And remember, every step, every wait, every challenge has been a preparation for the moment of union. Your love is not just a feeling but a mission, a divine journey that the angels will continue to protect and bless. May the love you feel be your strength, your light, and your inspiration, because you are exactly where you need to be, waiting patiently and wisely for a love that is already yours by divine right. As you reach the end of this revelation, the angels wish for you to feel the strength of each word that has been shared. Everything that has been revealed so far has been to prepare you, strengthen you, and connect you with the profound truth about this journey. Love, that powerful and genuine love, is the destiny that awaits you. The angels are ready to continue guiding you, but now it is your turn to take a decisive step. Imagine for a moment that you are on the verge of forever transforming your view on love, faith, and the path you are walking. That transformation is within your reach, but it requires commitment, a sign that you are ready to embrace what is to come. This journey is only the beginning, and each message the angels bring is a key, a vital piece to complete the puzzle that connects you with your loving destiny. Now, the angels whisper to your heart that this is the time to act, to keep that connection vibrating in your life. To move forward, to be even closer to the wisdom and revelations that the universe is sending, you need to take this final step. Sign up to continue receiving everything that is meant to transform your journey. Imagine receiving each message exclusively, each new revelation directly in your hands, a constant guide that strengthens your soul and illuminates your path. Do not let this opportunity dissipate in the air. By enrolling, you are indeed declaring to the universe that you are ready for everything that has been reserved for you, that you accept every word from the angels as a sacred gift to your life. It is a commitment to your own happiness, to the spiritual journey that is only just beginning. Do this now. Click to sign up and see how the magic begins to work. This is your moment. This is the sign you've been waiting for. The wisdom of angels is here, within your reach. Every step, every message, every guidance will be like a beam of light guiding your next steps. Do not let this energy dissipate. Sign up now and allow the angels to continue to guide you on this path of love, light, and deep transformation. This is your choice. There is nothing more important at this moment. Trust, click, and let your love story begin to be written by the force of angels. Because you deserve to experience all of this. Stay connected to this divine source, now and always.